Picture this. You're watching a horror, action, or mystery movie, and there's blood and violence spilling all over the screen. Or, you're enjoying a night out at the movies and the main characters in the film are joking openly about their recent sexual promiscuity. Under contemporary society, this would just be a regular movie. But during the 1930s, these movies would have been banned from theaters due to a widely accepted system known as the production code. During the 1920s, the Hollywood film industry was riddled with controversial scandals involving movie producers and famous celebrities that led to public outcry for moral standards to be set in Hollywood. Along with the scandal, increasing pressure from the Catholic Legion of Decency also joined the fight for censorship in Hollywood. In order to prevent a reason for federal government censoring, Hollywood began self-censorship. By 1930, out of this self-censorship, the Motion Picture Production Code was developed to set moral guidelines to what Hollywood films could and could not show. At the head of the Production Code administration staff was this man, William Hays. William Hays became so influential over the Production Code censoring that many commonly referred to the code as the Hays Code. The Hays Code provided a list of several do's and don'ts that were deemed morally appropriate for the general audience. Under this code, several scenes could not be shown. Amongst the most prominent don'ts were ridicule of religion, pointed profanity, lustful kissing, scenes of passion, nudity, miscegenation, sexual seduction, and sympathy for criminals. Films were to be reviewed and any scene that was deemed inappropriate must be cut in order for the seal of approval. This raised frustration with directors and producers. Some films, such as The Outlaw, did not receive approval simply because the advertisement alone was too centered around Jane Russell's bosom. Other times, films were cut so much that the plotlines became incomprehensible to audience members. Some directors found ways around the code, such as Alfred Hitchcock's kissing scene in Notorious, in which he had characters kiss on and off for 2.5 minutes. The production code was a voluntary system that was not actively enforced until 1934, when American movie theaters refused to show any films without the official Production Code Administration stamp of approval. Failure to adopt the code or show a film demonstrating anything on its list of don'ts resulted in a fine of up to $25,000. The Hays Code, however, could not withstand the test of time as television, foreign films, and the Supreme Court proved to be major obstacles it could not overcome. The Supreme Court made two monumental rulings, the first being United States versus Paramount Pictures that led to the demise of the Production Code by ruling that the vertical integration system of production and distribution of the Big Five production companies is unconstitutional. This allowed for theaters that were once previously owned under the Big Five to show unapproved films. Another giant case against the Production Code was the 1950s Supreme Court case known as the Miracle Decision, in which many argued that the denial to publicly show the foreign film Le Moye was a violation of their First Amendment rights. The court ruled in favor of the showing. By 1950, the film Some Like It Hot, featuring the always seductive Marilyn Monroe and two cross-dressing actors, further demonstrated the weakening powers of the Production Code by failing to land a seal of approval but still managing to become a box office hit. In 1966, the Production Code was abandoned altogether and a slightly rougher version of our current rating system was implemented. The Production Code once played a major influence over what the American people could watch at the movies, but due to its constrictive and unadaptable nature, it quickly became outdated and thrown out.